NEUROANATOMY. Thalamus and hypothalamus. Thalamus. In thalamus, ventral group of nuclei of thalamus. VPM nucleus. They receive touch, pain, temperature and vibration sensations of the face through trigeminal nerve. VPL nucleus. They receive touch, pain, temperature and vibration sensations of upper limb and lower limb through spinothalamic tract and dorsal column tract. Thalamus receives all these sensations and relays it to postcentral gyrus, Brodmann area 1, 2, 3 in the cerebrum or parietal sensory cortex. Medial nucleus of thalamus. Emotional output to prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal cortex is related with personality and social interaction. Lateral nucleus of thalamus. Somatosensory output to association areas of cortex. It contributes to emotional function of limbic system. Important information. Limbic system deals with memory, emotions and behavior of an individual. Hypothalamus. In hypothalamus, mammillary body. It receives afferents from hippocampus, present in temporal lobe via fornix. It is a part of Pepet circuit. Pepet circuit is a part of limbic system. Mammillary body projects to anterior nucleus of thalamus. In Wernicke's encephalopathy or in chronic alcoholism, the mammillary bodies are compromised. The mammillary bodies have hemorrhagic lesions, hence the patient present with anterograde amnesia and confabulations. Anterior nucleus of hypothalamus. It is responsible for dissipation of heat, thermal regulation. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Posterior nucleus of hypothalamus. It activates the sympathetic nervous system. It is responsible for conservation of heat, thermal regulation. It antagonizes the functions of anterior nucleus of hypothalamus. Ventromedial nucleus of hypothalamus. It is a satiety center. After having food, you feel sated. Destruction of ventromedial nucleus leads to obesity. Lateral nucleus of hypothalamus. It is responsible for hunger, therefore induces eating. Destruction of lateral nucleus leads to starvation. Paraventricular and supraoptic nuclei. They produce antidiuretic hormone and oxytocin hormone. ADH works at level of collecting ducts for reabsorption of water while formation of urine. Oxytocin is responsible for uterine contractions during labor for delivery of the baby. It also helps in milk ejection after the baby suckles. Important information. If there is a problem with the fornix, there will be problems with recall of memory, especially recent memory. Anterograde amnesia is a feature of Wernicke's encephalopathy. It occurs due to problems in mammillary body in the hypothalamus. Homunculus. It is both sensory and motor. It is a representation of human body but upside down on cerebral cortex. Central sulcus on the cerebrum runs anteroinferiorly. It separates frontal lobe anteriorly, parietal lobe posteriorly. Precentral gyrus is the frontal motor cortex. Postcentral gyrus is the parietal sensory cortex. Homunculus. Representation of the human body in an upside down fashion along the central sulcus. It is same in both motor or sensory homunculus. Hand and face has more representation. Lower and lateral area represents the face. Higher up, representation of upper limb. Still higher up, representation of pelvis and perineum area. Medial surface, paracentral gyrus. Representation of lower limb area, part of pelvis and perineum.